Flosstube, this is Stephanie, and this is VintageSewGal, Flosstube number 2. It is Monday, June 14th, and I'm really excited because I leave Wednesday to go to StitchCon, and I can't wait to get there. I've seen all the pictures from weekend A, and I'm just really excited. A coworker and a friend of mine, the three of us are driving up from Texas together. We leave Wednesday morning, so we're going to stop halfway and then drive on in the rest on Thursday. So can't wait to see you all. If you're going to be there, come by and say hi. It'll be fun. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So I would also like to thank everyone who watched, liked, and commented on my last Flosstube. I've gotten such an overwhelming response. It's amazing. And also I'd like to actually shout out to Alba Stitcher. She shouted me out on her Flosstube channel, and thanks a lot, sweets. And also, if you have shouted me out and I don't know, there's so many Flosstubes, I'm so far behind. I'm still watching lots and lots of Flosstubes, but if you shouted me out, let me know. I would love to watch your Flosstube and follow you as well. So let's get on with this. In one of my comments from the last video, Kathy P commented that several things that she would like, but one of them is that she would like to see some of my stitching area. So what I did is I shot a little video earlier, and I'm going to insert it right here. Okay, Kathy P asked to show my stitchy area. So this is my big comfy stitchy chair. And I have a tray on my arm here from Not Forgotten Farm, and the stand that I use normally, I don't have anything on it right now, but it's a Kay's Creations stand, and it has the holder for a tablet because I use either Pattern Keeper or I use PDFs. So that is the Kay's Creation stand. It has a thing to hold floss and scissors and extra things, which I really like. Let's see. Storage, I keep extra hoops and Q-snaps up there, and also patterns in that basket. And then I have projects and project bags there, and just extra necessities there. I store my fancy flosses here on floss drops, and once I have put DMC floss on a floss drop, they get hung up here as well. And I use floss drops pretty much exclusively. I don't like to bobbin, so I hang my floss there. And then I have a little metal board here in a picture frame that I put extra needle minders on if they're not on a project. So this is my little stitchy area. Oh, bright light. Gotta have a bright light. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. That's my little stitchy spot where I sit and watch TV and floss tubes and things like that and stitch. So, let's get on with this video. I don't have any cross stitch finished objects, but well, actually I do have one cross stitch finished object. This is my Tudor Rose Sampler Guild name tag that I stitched, and I finished it like this. I'm going to put a ribbon on it so that I can either hang it or pin it or whatever for meetings and things like that. So this is my Tudor Rose Sampler Guild name tag. You get the pattern when you join the guild, and I just put in appropriate colored flosses on a random scrap piece of linen that I had. So there's that. The other two finishes that I have are stitchy related, but not cross stitch. You'll see. The first thing I did finish, and this is actually for my trip to StitchCon, is I made this bag. This is called the Little Poppins bag, and this is the small one. There's two bigger sizes and one smaller size, a mini, but this is the small Poppins bag. and it opens up like this. See, I already got something in there, and there's pockets all the way around, and it's got metal snappy things inside right here that hold it open like this. So I got this to put things that I'm going to need to tote with me to StitchCon. And these are batik fabrics. It's got the orange on the bottom. And I saw the pattern at a quilt shop when I took my machine in for repair and had to grab it. And then, kind of sort of related to that, I had some scraps left over, so I made a matching project bag. So it's got the same color inside and the same fabric outside and the orange fabric as well. So I have this to have a project in my bag. So those are the things that I have finished this week. So what's up next? My whips. I haven't done a whole lot of stitching this week, 2 weeks, but I have done some. So one of the things that I worked on, and this is a new start actually, I started it June 1st. It's 30 days, 30 threads. Hashtag 30 days, 30 threads. It was started by Stitchy Box and Michelle Bendy. And the point of it is to pick a small motif. So I picked one out of one of my modern folk embroidery pieces that I liked, that I thought would show off the flosses well. And the point is to pick that small motif and stitch it each day with a different floss. So I'm using, okay, we're the middle. This one is Ship's Manor, this one is Ship's Manor, and this one is Ship's Manor flosses. They were left over from a piece that I had. This is a color and cotton, no, Fiberlicious, I believe. This is color and cotton silk. This one, and this one are Mrs. Cetus silks. This is, I can't remember, and then this one that I've not finished today's. These will be, these are all Almond M&M's silks. So I'm either using my fancy flosses that I have, or I am using, like in the case of these three, they're just small leftover pieces. And it's really fun. I'll end up, I'm doing it 6 by 5, so I have 30 little circles on here when I'm done. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. They don't take that long to stitch, so I get a little bit of stitching in every day. Even if I'm having a long day, I can sit down and stitch one of these circles in half an hour, so it doesn't take that long. And I have the pattern memorized now, so I don't even have to have the pattern with me. So yeah, look up the hashtag 30 days 30 threads. I think it would be something you could do with any month with 30 days, but I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a lot of fun. Another piece that I stitched on, and I left it laying over here, excuse me. Here it is. Sorry about that. Is I worked on my 2020 pandemic sampler by Sarcy Girl. So I got some more of the border done and started this bird here. I'm going to take this with me, I believe, to StitchCon so that I can hopefully make some progress on it. I don't know if I will or not. Might be a whole lot of talking going on and not a whole lot of stitching, but anyway, I plan on taking it with me to have a little bit of fun with this. So that is my 2020 pandemic sampler. Okay, and then I do have one more kind of new start, and it is the A Flower a Day by Carolyn Manning. Here, let me show you the picture. This is the picture. It's a stitch a flower a day. And I have done the first little flower up in the corner here. And my plan for this, I'm taking this to StitchCon with me, and I'm going to take a bunch of random DMC floss and the pattern, and I want the people that I meet to stitch on it and then sign my little book that they stitched on it, so I can have a memory of who I met and where I met them. And then I can also use it for other stitchy events that I may go to. And I just thought it would be a lot of fun. And I don't stitch the whole thing. I may stitch more on it, but I would like to get the memory of other people stitching on my piece. So it's kind of a pass around stitch. Okay, let's see. 30 days. Pandemic Sampler by Sarcy Girl. Oh, I have been doing a little quilt work as well. And I have subscribed last year in the spring, and it started June 1st, I believe, to the Tula Pink Tattoo Quilt Sew Along. And it was done, the one I got was done through Pink Door Quilts. I don't think they have them anymore. You can still get the pattern, but I don't think they have the kits like I got anymore. And so I decided this June, a year later, to start working on the quilt. So I have gotten the first block done in the quilt, and I'm about halfway through with the second one, but since it's not all put together, it's kind of hard to hold it up and show you. This one is Truth, the second one says Hope. It has two birds on it. So these are foundation paper pieced. You can kind of see the pattern there where you sew them on the paper. Once all the blocks are sewn together, then you'll take the paper off. And so this took 3 days, by the way. There are a lot of little pieces in this pattern. So, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and I think they'll be a little faster from here on out. So that is from the Tula Pink Tattoo Quilt. So not a whole lot of whips and things this week, but boy, I have some haul. Let me pull this over here where I can get to it easier. So I'll just start out with this first because it's the biggest thing and it'll be the easiest to get out of the way. I like Tula Pink. So I got the Mad Hatter's Tea Party quilt kit. This is all the fabric that you need except for the backing. And it's all Tula Pink fabric. I'm not going to open it up because it's folded so nicely in there. But it's from her Curiouser and Curiouser line. So you can see they're all related to Alice in Wonderland, which is my favorite. Disney, not Disney, anything. I love Alice in Wonderland. So I have another quilt project to start. Tula Pink. It's from Free Spirit, Mad Hatter's Tea Party Quilt Kit. I got this, I believe, from Fat Quarter Shop. Alright, next up. I think I may have actually gotten these before I filmed my last Flosstube, but I didn't show them, so I'm going to go ahead and show them now. This is my May Color and Cotton flosses. So this one is Glazed Carrot. Alchemy, I like that name. Good kind of goldish tan. Dried Lavender, which is a very pale bluish purple. My camera is acting up today. Viridian, which is kind of green and blue. And French Blue. So really pretty for May. June should be coming at some point. And I really like them all. They'll go with my floss back there on the wall. Alright, next up. Oh, this is a good haul. This is from a D-Stash group that I'm a member of, and I happened to notice these in an album, and I grabbed them. So I have 5 patterns here from the Primitive Needle. I have Her Wicked Best, The Wicked Alphabet, the Hair Game Board. I love those checkers. A little long, stretchy bunny. Near Halloween. And then this one is in a different format, but it's the Primitive Needle, and it is Halloween. Just the definition, which I like that one as well. So I try to jump on these if I find them for a reasonable price, and I found these for a reasonable price, so they came to me pretty quick like. So really excited about those. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, I ordered Silhouette's Quaker by Teresa Kogut, and I really like this. And I was trying to figure out what could I do that on. That's called for is 40 count dark golden brown by XG Design, which that doesn't look like brown to me, but I was digging through my drawer and found Gladiolus by Fortnite Fabrics, and I can't get this to show up the color that it is. It washes out on any picture I take of it. It's not like day glow orange or anything. It's kind of like dreamsicle. It's more orange than this looks. This looks kind of gold. It's more orange than this. But I think perfect, right? And probably, I'll have to look and see if I have enough. I'll probably do it in Color and Cotton Caramel Brownie, because that's one of my favorite brownish flosses. There is a little green. It calls for guacamole, Weeks Dye Works guacamole, but I can probably find a green over there that'll work just fine. Because it's only in, there's a star here, the cat's bow tie. There's only a little bit of the green. The Frankie, I think there's some in this lantern here with the witch, the eyeballs. So this is going to be fun. Excited to get that started sometime. Next up, this is a PDF, and it actually hasn't started yet. This is from Fabby Riley, and it's the Jackie Stitch Along. So if you go to fabbyriley.com, it starts, I believe, the 28th of June. So after I get back. But this is all we know. It's kind of a mystery stitch. So I need to kit this up and get this ready to go for when I get back. I might take this with me and see if I can find what I need while I'm gone. That would be a good idea. So yeah, the Jackie Stitch Along, but from Fabby Riley. I'm not responsible for your wallet once you get to the Fabby Riley website. Okay. Next up. Halloween Quaker. I had to. It needs to go back here on my wall. There. With all my stitchy stuff. My spoopy wall. This is my Stitch Toolbox bag of the month with the sandpipers on it, and I got a cute little needle minder and some floss drops, and there is a pattern in here. I don't want to take it out right at the moment, but I'm just going to turn it around and show you this way. in high tide or low tide, I'll be by your side with little sandpipers on it. So I think it's a cute little summer stitch and a cute bag. So that is from Stitch Toolbox on Etsy. And I promptly went and ordered the June one. That's the maze. These two just came today from Abby, Top Knot Stitcher. And this is the Saltwater Scrapbook, parts 1 and 2, from the Blue Flower and Lindy Stitches. I'm not going to make the little pillows. I'm going to do it like this. And I had to get this because octopus and squid. There is one here. I'm sorry about the glare. And one there. So, yeah, these had to come home with me. And I got the floss for the fancy flosses. It calls for some DMC as well, but I got the called for fancy flosses as well. The floss pack. And then, well, not last, almost last. I got the Equality sampler because I have the Heritage sampler and a new constellation, and these all go to the glare. These all go together. Is that better? I need to do something about my lighting. Anywhere, there is the Equality sampler. It's got the women on it. And since, you know, charts don't travel alone, I got Olga's tart. Which I may change this to be a gray cat instead of a black cat, because I have a gray cat now. If you saw at the beginning of the video, he jumped up behind me. So, I got these from Silver Needle in Tulsa. And speaking of, oh wait, one more thing. I got a needle minder all the way from Canada. I've started hanging out a little bit on Twitch, and as I mentioned in my last Flosstube, that I thought I might at some point start streaming on Twitch, and so I've just been kind of seeing what's there and making friends, and I found this channel, Sarah Nadia is her name, but she has an Etsy shop, and she does wire wrapping. Focus on that, not me. But let me take it off of here so you can tell. You can see you can see through it. But it's wire wrapped in little tiny seed beads and set in resin. And I just thought it was really neat. And her shop is Moonlight Meadows on Etsy. Moonlight Meadows Art on Etsy. And she's also doing a kit for these beaded dragons, and they're really cool. And it's like, do I really need another craft? I'm tempted to order one when she puts them up for sale because they're really neat looking. I just don't know if my eyes could handle it. Tiny little seed beads. I also got Here Lies My Needles from Shakespeare's Peddler a while back as well. I don't have this kitted up yet, but I think this will be a lot of fun. So, speaking of a new constellation, for some reason, in a midnight or 3 a.m. shopping spree, I ordered it again. So I now have 2. So I was thinking, when or if I hit 500 subscribers, then I'm going to give this pattern away. So I'm at like 260 right now, so I think it's doable. But if I get to 500 on the next video after 500, I will give a new constellation away. So if you would like a chance to win this and you're already subscribed, tell your friends so you can get a chance. I love the whole set, but I don't need 2 of this one, like I said. So let me see if I have talked through everything. This video is not going to be that long. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of stitching today. I am really excited, like I said, for StitchCon coming up this week, and I'm excited to be there. I am going to be trading or giving away needle minders. So if you see this little bucket on the table, come by and see me. Also, come put some stitches in my project, and I will try to take some videos, so maybe I can do a little vlog or something from each day from StitchCon. And I think that's all I have for now. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like to know, just pop it down in the box down there below, and I'll be happy to answer you. So I'm gonna sign off here for now so I can put all this stuff away, and I just want to say happy stitching, everybody.